Hello air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is going to be your mid-April bi-weekly reading, and we're looking at what's right in front of you coming up in the next 2 weeks, and your overall energy, what's going to be highlighted the most for you, home, family matters, your work, professional life, material resources, your overall sense of security, and your emotional life, whether you're single or coupled. And we're looking into what can be presented to you with these situations, how they may manifest in your world, physically or spiritually or emotionally. This is the Illuminated Tarot by Caitlin Keegan, and it combines the cartomancy with the tarot. Those of you who are familiar with my channel, welcome back to subscribers, by the way. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing. And if for anyone new to my channel, this is a very long-standing spread I've been using here on this platform. With my first channel, I used just cartomancy cards, clarifying with the tarot, and when I came back to the platform with this channel, I did start off with this spread because it's a very kind of tried and true for me. I've had this deck for quite a while, so I'm happy to bring it to the channel for you guys, and I do feel moved and led to come back with this a little bit of a more consistent basis. And I am combining the elements, but at the end of this reading I am going to pull an oracle card for specific messages for each sign. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius will kind of look at more of a highlighted theme for you, and as well help us tie together what is really illuminating for you in these messages, things that may resonate for you more than others. Alright, so that said, let's get into this. Alright, so overall energy here. I feel that this is a time for some of you, definitely in this mode of communication that helps bring you out of a feeling of conflict or hurt feelings. Okay, some of you could be in this space in this next 2 weeks of trying to heal through communication, or even heal through meditation. Something here with someone here could be assisting you with this. Some of you could be feeling like you need to express your feelings through either therapy, or there could be someone, because this is the Six of Spades, something here that you're walking away from. I feel like it's just really feeling like you're walking into a new phase with new possibilities, but there still may be some residuals from the past, or what you've left in your old world as you're going into your new world. And that some of you may need some assistance in leaving that behind. Some of you are working on resolving some type of conflict in your life, on an emotional level. This could be with a younger individual, or it could be some stage of your life. I'm getting some of you too, there's a connection that maybe reached a certain stage but didn't go all the way, or there was maybe some type of interference or interruption in your connection. I feel for some of you this is a thought in your mind where you want to take something further here. Some you're ready to cross a threshold of maybe where something was a little bit lighter in its the nature of the relationship. I'm feeling like for some of you, you may be ready to move forward with some type of plan where there was lost communication, or lost opportunities for some of you air signs. Some of you, I feel that it's just an energy overall that you're really longing for us all to get to the other side of this new kind of situation. When can we have fun again? Okay, looking into really to that. So some of you may be really in that sense of like thinking ahead and making those plans for when we are, you know, restrictions are lifted for our travel, our gathering. And for some of you, there may be someone that you want to see, and there's the communication is there, or that communication has returned. So some of you, this is a return, and for some of you, I feel like it's a continuation after some time. So this could be somewhat of a time where you're looking forward to see each other, but it doesn't happen yet. There's someone who's missing you, or you're missing them, but there's a sense of like, you have to wait. There's something here, or there's a little bit more you have to go. There's a little bit more night left in this situation before the sun rises again. Some of you, this is just going to be like kind of an overall thing for you. That maybe doesn't have anything to do with a personal relationship. I just feel like for some of you, with this feeling like things are on hold right now, some of you may be feeling like it's a little bit of a dark night overall, but in the midst of it, you are trying to, you're trying your best to enjoy yourself, or, you know, look on the bright side, even when it's not right now, or, you know, just may be challenging to kind of see. It's interesting overall energy for you guys, but expressing your feelings here, so in some way, I'm really kind of picking that up. For in some of you, this could be done in journaling. This could be done in if it's not in like maybe therapy, there's virtual therapy that some of you may be going into. But I feel like there's also a plan here for some of you. It's just like, whenever that sun rises and you can take that trip, you're gonna go for it. If there's something here, or there's somewhere where you and someone, when, you know, other restrictions are lifted. Some of you could feel like you're left in the dark as far as what someone in particular in your life is going through, or where they are. Okay. Some of you may get some type of communication, but may not be the whole picture just yet. So I feel like for many of you, this 2 weeks is going to be kind of reflective of midnight, and a long kind of midnight before a new dawn, or you see really. And of course, we all are day to day. There's of course new days. I'm just saying kind of spiritually or metaphorically, or in one specific area of your life, there's kind of this like a really kind of long night here. But in the midst of that, there's something here that is positive, possible. So here with the home and family environment, we have the Hierophant with this 5 of Diamonds energy, as well as the Star. So I feel for some of you, there could be some breakthrough through something official, legal, there could be a strong beneficial situation coming in through your home and family, where there is increase, and this is definitely an increase of security, financial hopes and desires here as well. Some of you, I feel that this is, if you've been feeling some type of lack in security with home and family, that there is this release. Some of you, I'm not getting windfall energy, but I am getting a bit of having more than you, feeling very blessed, definitely very blessed through your home family connection, or the security of your connection. Some of you as well too, if you're dealing with loss, because everyone's on a different level as far as like, did they lose their job or their income. So I'm feeling like there's something here where an authority is doing something that works out for you. And this could also be for something official with like banks or institutions, and it coming to like keeping your home. I feel like, and if any of you had any fear about having to move, if you didn't want to, there could be a point in something here that is done that saves your home. Something here as well too, if you're even a renter, there could be something here that gives you some grace, gives you some peace of mind, and sometimes some hope. This is definitely hope, that things are going to be okay. And some of you, this could be someone in your life. Some of you as well, I'm getting that there could be someone that you see, someone who's going to show up in the physical, someone who's going to show up in the flesh. Some of you, okay, I feel that there could be someone on their way to you. Even in the midst of what's going on here, there could be something where someone has a career or something where they can travel, or they're you know, they have a need to, or maybe it's like making a pit stop to see you. Some of you, and for some of you, it may be a surprise. So it may not be. It'll depend for some of you. But I feel like someone's going to be showing up that you haven't seen in some time. And I'm feeling some of you will be definitely communicating with someone, even if you are doing it through like Skype or internet. And that could be a little bit of where this kind of longing kind of comes from, where you communicate, but at a distance from each other. They're across some land or some water here. And so the communication, you missing each other, not being able to see each other, come together with each other on the physical plane yet. But maybe something happens during the end of this next 2 weeks for the two of you in some way. There could be someone. I do feel like someone is going to go against authority to see each other. You are a partner, or that's something maybe that you can plan. And it also could be something where you are traveling in the night, or making some plans here to see each other based on one communication here. So some of you, I feel like someone wants to invite you to see you, or if it's not, it's just an alternative way to kind of see each other for the moment while you're waiting for things to be lifted, while you're waiting for this isolation and stay at home order to lift. But yeah, but overall, I do see that there's some type of increase coming in, and with your finances, some of you, and through family, and for some of you through some type of if you own your home, something here with government businesses, or even if you rent, something here that really kind of goes in your favor and gives you that sense that you're security, that you're safe. And yeah, so if there's help coming in too, if you're one of those people maybe receiving help from the government in that way, then that's really kind of coming in at an opportune time. It's like divine timing too. Will kind of save the day, save the situation, just in time for you. You know, if you were on the brink of thinking of, well, how am I going to get across this bridge? Again, kind of a long night thing. That's where I'm getting that. But positive energy, some increase here, and some of you seeing someone. Now here with the work, you have the Fool card with the Ace of Hearts and Cups energy combined. So I feel for many of you, there is some opportunity, something you have been waiting for as far as communication on when you can get going with something could be coming in. There, you could have been waiting for some type of clearance. If you tried for a new job, or if you're maybe transitioning to a new career. Some of you are in the mind frame of transitioning, doing what you can, doing what's needed, being of service if you can, okay, in some way. Where there is a void, there's something here where you're offering your cup, offering your offering your gift, offering your care. So I feel this could be an opportunity for some of you, and for some of you, this could be some type of new but essential position that brings you on a new journey. I feel that this is an indication that you will love it. There will be some fulfillment in here for you. Some of you may be really kind of focused on what you love, what's dear to you, a labor of love, so to speak here, and having a new start in that way. Some of you could as well too be, if there's something of a business that you started and you left behind, some of you may be having a new start when it comes to that. You may be getting back into it, but you may be doing so in a way that is maybe bigger and better. There's an opportunity coming in here for you. So there's need for what you offer, and I feel for many of you, you're going to be seeing that there's not only a need being met that you are providing, but it also provides you with, not being someone who's idle in this transitional period. Being of use, I feel, is something here where it's like, I'm ready to do what I can. I feel for many of you, your charitable sides will coming out, are going to be coming out in this time, and I'm really kind of picking up the Aquarius energies for those of you who have that strongly aspected sun, moon, or rising. Your humanitarian side is really being called out here with this overall energy too. So it's like this is help. If it's not help that you're receiving from it, it's like, how can I be of help? How can I assist and help us all kind of get over this? So whatever you have to do, and even if it is staying home, okay, that's a way that you are going to be contributing. So it really just depends how you can be of use and of service. I feel like that's something here that can open a new door for you in your level of career. Okay, some of you as well, with this Ace of Hearts energy, I'm getting something either for children or for something here in the healthcare field. There could be something here, even if you're assisting those in healthcare, bringing items, maybe something here with the delivery, things that are needing to be delivered. They need to eat, they need, some of you, that there's something here with that where you're going to be finding a way to be of service, to be of help, and it being for some of you, definitely something that makes you happy, that brings in happiness. You leave and it's a type of work that you feel like you can really feel good about, especially if it's helping others. And so this Fool energy is just definitely like an Ace of Hearts is like new beginning energy, new beginning with something you love, new beginning with a gift or talent, a pouring out of inspiration as it comes to some of you. There's a new project or project that you're going to be working on. You might be inspired to do. Okay, and this could definitely have to do with some type of writing or really kind of going to take some deep thinking. Something here that you start new. If it's something kind of more so creative, independent, there's an independent energy with this as well. So I'm feeling like a job where there's like you work when you want. There's flexibility here, and it's new and kind of exciting a bit. So there's something here that's coming in, and something, it could be for some of you something you've already been kind of waiting for. It comes through. If you've already kind of applied, you've been waiting for some type of clearance, that could be coming in for you. So looking into your finances, your overall sense of security here, I do feel like you will be working through problems that you did not see how you would be handling them before. It's almost kind of in a way that it happens all at once. Something here, or there's like, I can kind of almost see this as a solution to a problem that you didn't see how it was going to work out for you, but it ends up working out for you. So there's this feeling of uncertainty and doubt, or even conflict being resolved in a way that is solid with this Eight of Clubs. So there is something here where you're going to see, in some ways too, that you, with the work you've put in, or some of you too in a competitive situation, if it has to do with some type of law or legal situation, I feel that this is something where there could be some movement and maybe some communication to where things maybe concluding in your favor in some time, in some way, or that it's almost there's something here that's being put together or negotiated, and it could be on your behalf, it could be a little bit behind your back too. There's a little bit of a lot that is, I feel, for some of you, there's communication going on about you or on your behalf, or again, just kind of maybe even private conversations, but there's something here that's that's communication is coming together for this transition to get you out of this conflict, a place of conflict that could definitely have been from your past. So this is coming up again to show some of you that there is going to be some movement forward. There could be as well too some communication that lets you know that something is still in progress. It's still on its way. But there's just maybe just a little bit more time coming, but I do feel like there will be this communication that comes in about maybe your finances or overall sense of security, where you're so some of you are going to be in preparation, and things that you've already been in preparation for. I do feel like there will be a quick resolve to those issues. um, um, I'm also kind of getting something here where you had an agreement with someone. Could definitely be in the past, and this could be as well too for some of you what maybe caused some conflict in the past with someone. And so there could be something here where this is a resolution of that agreement coming, or where someone kind of pulled back, or kind of, I feel I'm getting the energy with this, pull back and they were not communicating where they were, and so you had no idea. There's some communication coming in with this, that maybe what you agreed upon or is about to be settled, or it's on its way. So yeah, something again on its way. Now with your emotional life here, I feel this is a temperance energy that is coupled with this Two of Hearts energy here. So I do feel, some advantage here that some of you have in regards to a connection or a relationship. There's a relationship for some of you that maybe has taken some work, or has taken needed maybe a pause for you to gain higher ground. Maybe a focus on work. It's going to be mostly turning into now a focus on coming together, cooperating, communicating. So this temperance energy, I feel that there's a little bit more patience that is going to be required for some of you to come together with someone. And that again could be somewhat of what's like on your mind. You can't see someone the way you want to see them. You want to go see them. Or that's like the way you see each other is through Skype or Zoom or something here on the internet. That could be again where you have a little bit more work to do as far as coming together, but there does seem to be opportunity. Someone's putting the effort in now. So someone who was once kind of inactive in your life, I feel like there's this resume of communication. And someone, I feel for someone in your life, there's feelings never really changed for you, for each other. There's at least one connection here where I feel like the reconciliation was kind of always on the cards. There was just kind of a matter of whatever separated you was like there was something that you needed to learn, something they needed to learn, okay? I feel like you're going to both come together with a higher understanding. If there is someone in your life that this change or new world has kind of brought you towards reconciling with, also be careful with that energy as well, as far as, reconciling. Not all exes are bad, and for some of you, I don't even feel like it's maybe even a relationship that was explored on that level. I feel like it's more of, maybe there were some interferences and things in your life that pulled you in different directions, but there's something in this overall energy that's trying to bring you back together and see the possibilities here, because that kind of innocence, that attraction, those good feelings are they still exist here with this energy. So I definitely feel for some of you this is a point of reconciliation, and some of you after some struggle having to be on, but I feel too there's a sense that someone has matured, has been working on themselves. You both may have been working on yourselves and preparing for a time where you can come together. those of you who are in relationships, I feel like this is an energy where there's nothing that you can't overcome when you come together. There's like a very kind of strong energy here, powerful energy here, that when you and another see eye to eye, that there's definitely this sense of we can overcome anything. And there's a sense too, you know, even if you're separated, that there's if a connection, especially spiritually, with this club's energy, was, you know, remained connected after all this time. And I'm just kind of looking at these two, I guess, squirrel or chipmunks on you know, on their different logs here. If that, there, even through separation, you've remained connected in some way, that there's a reason for that. And I feel a higher purpose that some of you are going to be kind of realizing on a soul level a lot this next 2 weeks. So this is some you know, reconciliation energy for some of you here, and I feel like some of you are going to be in mental preparation for that. Singles, I feel that for many of you with singles, I feel, again, some of you may be turning your attention to maybe getting to that point of finding a higher love, attracting a higher love to you. Some of you may be finding in this next 2 weeks that your focus goes from work to work and practical matters to more emotional fulfillment, merging together with another. Could be a strong desire for some of you. So in some ways you may put that out there, because this is a search energy too. So some of you are maybe searching for a new connection. You're ready, you're set in your mind that that's your overall energy. It's like, I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to go for, you know, a fresh new energy. Let me see what's out there, even if it's through the internet. It's very, like, you know, with the social distancing, it's very difficult for people to connect, but not really. You know, people are meeting and seeing each other, standing 6 feet apart in masks. So some of you, I mean, maybe if there is an outing or something somewhere you go, there could be a connection that is made here at a distance. So that could be a little bit, you know, there definitely could be a connection that some of you do make, even in this time, out in nature, taking a walk, wherever you can, wherever that could be definitely somewhat of a situation that it is a higher power that brings you together, and you know, could be opposites attract for some of you, but yeah, the possibilities for love are definitely there for you, air signs, even in this time of, you know what. So let's look into your oracle cards, and we're going to look into Gemini first to see what your theme is and what could be messages that are going to resonate or come out for you in this reading the most this next 2 weeks. Some of you too may want to invest in travel with something that comes in with finances, but again, there's this sense of like, well, I don't know yet, but as soon as you can. Some of you may get some insight into maybe making plans, but again, I would say really kind of make sure there's like a very kind of clear sign before you invest your money into the unknown as of yet. But I do get that for some of you, you still want to resume your travel plans. There's plans and things that you want to do for yourself, and travel could be definitely one of them still for you. You could get some type of knowledge or insight about when things will be lifted in the place that you want to go. All right, Gemini. Ooh. See what we got for you. Now these oracle cards, somewhere in between fire and earth. They kind of got, some of them are reversed, some of them are upright, and that doesn't usually happen a lot with me, so I feel like if it does, there's a reason for it. If it comes out reversed, I will definitely read both for you. So Gemini, I just said that, and that came out like that. So cleaning house came out reversed. This is it upright. So I'm going to read both messages for you. But as it's come out, again, something again that was kind of left, that you may feel that, you know, it's been some time. It's maybe, again, coming back to the surface for a reason. If there's a connection coming back to the surface for a reason, I feel it's like made like unfinished business energy, and clearing out old wounds and old feelings as you're preparing for the new, even if it's a new start with someone. So let's read the book too as well too. The reverse meanings. Cleaning house is definitely getting rid of old baggage. Some of you, this, I feel, with the reversal, it may be somewhat old baggage resurfacing for a reason. Let's look into it for you, Gemini. 37. Okay, it's time to clear the clutter to make way for better things. When you see the cleaning house card in a reading, it is time to declutter your life, get rid of unwanted things in your physical home, and release what you no longer want or truly need. Is there any unfinished business you should address? Thoughts, memories, and emotional baggage must be swept out of your house as well. Your conscience must be clear for you to move freely in the world. Big message, kind of that one sentence with this overall energy. Celebrate a spring cleaning and feel the freedom as you make way for much better things. Look at what you've resisted discarding and be honest about its value. Be honest. Clean house. Reversed is, why do you hold on to things that remind you of the past? Is your home cluttered with objects that bring up unhappy memories? Do you have a tendency to attract broken people who need to be fixed? If you're involved in this type of emotional project, stop right now and clean house. Being needed isn't going to get you what you really need. That said, even if you initially resist letting go of excess physical or emotional baggage, you'll feel amazing afterwards. Let go and let the universe bring you something better. Make space. The universe doesn't like a vacuum and will respond to your house cleaning by filling your home with what will best serve you. So, Geminis, yeah. So definitely some of you, you know, definitely do need to make way for, there is a higher love, a higher kind of harmonious relationship that I feel is on the horizon for you, or it is already kind of in your atmosphere. But again, you have to be ready for it. You have to be ready to move on from old hurt, old pain. So if they're resurfacing, you know, really take a look at that and do what you can. If, again, talking to a therapist will be helpful for you. Maybe some of you may be looking, you know, gonna look into that in a virtual sense at this time, but still, it's still something here where you can release some old baggage and make way for what's new blessings coming into your life. All right. So now Libra, we're gonna look into your theme, what your oracle card says for this next 2 weeks. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. That's too many. I'm going to show them to you, but I'm not going to pull them as your cards. So slow and steady, making a choice, details, okay? Slow and steady, making a choice. That's a very Libran card. Decision making, details. Some of you, this is some information coming in. Slow and steady as it comes to even new starts or continuing connections with others. Slow and steady with the plans here. I'm going to pull a card that's just one card that summarizes your theme for these next 2 months, 2 weeks. Okay. All right, Golden Palace, and it kind of did one of these turning things. So I feel the way it came out is I'm going to read both for you, Libras. So Golden Palace is definitely about a sense of wealth and health and taking care of the physical body, but it is well a place of abundance, prosperity, and that overall feeling. For some of you, that could be a definite sign that you will be experiencing that through your home and family, through a home-based business as well. There could be something here that increases in the work that you're already doing. Again, something is well being worked out here in this financial area for some of you. So that could be where, Libra, this is your Golden Palace moment. And so let's look into seeing what the book has to say. I also feel like as well to looking around you and realizing things that you already should be grateful for. but there is always enough. The Golden Palace card represents good fortune, ambitions fulfilled, wealth, and prosperity. It may also indicate emotional fulfillment, as perhaps you're entering a time of happiness that's long overdue. The message here is that self-worth isn't measured by what you have, no matter how abundant your life is. Instead, it comes from what you are, how authentically you are living your life, and how much love you're willing to share. Granted, receiving this card does indicate material gain and a furthering of tangible rewards, but things come and go, and knowing your true value leads to even greater riches. Now share the wealth, and this is where some of you may be coming out of, like, being in the spirit of, what can I do to give back, what can I do to utilize my gifts and talents and be of service to others. Share that abundance, share that wealth. But also for some of you, this could be some of you coming into an abundant time with your connection or your love, with this temperance energy. So that could be some of what's going on as well too. And with these cards showing up in your home, family sector. But some of you, if you're working from home, this does seem to be a good time for you. Things could be turning around here, and something else with your finances that you're maybe not even aware about right now, or you've been wondering about. So, but I am also going to read the reverse because of the way it kind of flipped. So there could be, so let go of your tight hold on what you believe security should look like. Now is the time to conserve your energy and count your blessings. Resist the pull to become miserly. There will be enough money, love, youth, food, and shelter to go around. A mindset of fear and lack will shut off the flow of true abundance. Trust in the tides because the flow will Trust in the tides because the flow always returns from the ebb. Big kind of resonating with that sentence here with this, okay? Chop wood, carry water. As the Chinese verb says, practice faith and the treasure will be revealed. In fact, you will find it in plain sight. Okay, so I definitely feel like there's a message for many of you. You know, what you have in front of you. There were so many kind of like metaphors within that reading. I felt that was like visually being, like, you could recognize it and see it. Those of you who saw it, I feel like I know you already know. So those are those messages there for you Libras. And last but not least, Aquarius. Okay, this one did kind of, the way it jumped out, yeah, one ring circus, Aquarius. All right, let's look into this for you. Kind of hopped and went right back into the deck. I wish it could showed you how it did that. It was just, but then it still stuck out. So I'm like, okay, this is Aquarius. So one ring circus is definitely about independence. It's about you know, running the show, doing something here that I feel in some ways using. And this is that independent energies that I feel for some of you that's really going to be coming in and showing up with your career, your professional life. So some of you this may be a new beginning in your career that brings you a bit more freedom of movement, freedom, you know, of your own time management here. Could be coming in for many of you. Some of you, there could be, okay, like some of you could be missing, even if there was like travel aspect to your job, and that's been kind of taken away or minimized. There could be somewhat of a missing that, but I feel for some of you, you will find that the less, you know, cutting out that travel aspect is really actually giving you a bit more time for yourself, for other things, and maybe for some of you, the time and kind of energy to focus on something creative, or something again that's dear to your heart, a labor of love, something you can do for yourself. So you may be seeing the positives of cutting out something type of travel. Some of you may not have understood what that would be meaning for your finances, but I'm really going to see that. I really think you're going to be seeing that it actually is an improvement, where you're actually saving more, having that part cut out. So now let's look into the book and just see what it says, how it ties together. You are capable and competent. Independence is key now as you step into your journey today. Others may not have the vision of resources that you need. Recognize that all the wisdom you've acquired along the way makes you particularly competent, capable of moving forward with assurance. Self-reliance is important. Another aspect to consider is creating and maintaining clear boundaries between you and another. Be discerning about your partnerships at this time. When you know who you are and have a healthy sense of where you end and others begin, you're able to enter into the best kind of relationships and will attract people who mirror back your wholeness. Interdependent relationships are always mutually supportive, stimulating, and transformative. You can achieve anything at this time. So strong kind of message. Again, there's kind of visuals that came up with those messages for me. Okay, so definitely as far as two, this is a boundary card. This Seven of Clubs with this view, I feel there could be somewhat of a connection where there are healthy boundaries. There's healthy boundaries being established for some of you, okay? And as well, knowing when to draw the line, and when to come together in your lives, okay? There's some things that there's just you're going to keep to yourself, and there's some things that is just you're not going to impose on others boundaries about. But I feel for some of you, that's what's a healthy balance with a certain connection in your life, okay? And yeah, a lot of those sentences out of that reading for you Aquarius has definitely resonated, I feel, with a lot of these images here. So some of you setting boundaries and knowing what is a healthy kind of relationship. Some of you could be ready to move on from a relationship that it's just this is the stage of life that it is, or this is the stage of the relationship that it gets to, but there's nothing after that. There's nothing more than that. So in that sense, that could be where some of you are going to be attracting or going towards a higher love or a more spiritual connection, where this was more of a lighthearted, fun, flirty energy. You had fun together. Maybe a time for some of you may feel like, okay, well, this is all it's going to be, and you're maybe realizing that you can accept it for what it is, but also feel like when it's time to kind of go into deeper waters here. You're following this moon energy. There's maybe a deeper emotional bond or spiritual connection that you're now feeling like you're ready for. This may have ran its course in a sense that maybe there's someone you were just kind of seeing on a more lighthearted level. We have fun together, but that's it. There's no kind of future planning. So even if you don't see his future with someone, I do feel like for some of you that's if you are willing to let go of that, as far as that baggage, or if it even is baggage, to attract more of a harmonious, where there are healthy boundaries within a relationship as well. That could be some of what's coming through for you guys, and of course that independent energy showing in here. So overall, air signs, those are your messages. I do hope it was helpful for you, those of you seeking clarity, confirmation, or forewarning on your journey. If you would like a personal reading with me, that information is below. And you can check your other signs of the elements in the other readings if this didn't resonate for you. Again, these are predictive messages though, so if you did like this, they feel like it will be helpful for again looking at what's right in front of us coming up, more so than longer term predictions, then let me know with a like. I appreciate you for watching. Take care.